Hello students, in last lecture we have seen about the touching circles, internally touching circles and externally touching circles. We have solved examples on touching circles from practice set 3.2. Now we are going to see one concept of the circle, that is arc of the circle. See definition of arc. A secant divides circle into two parts. Secant divides circle into two parts. Each part together with the points common to the circle is called an arc. Here if we draw a circle and let it is circle with center O. If we draw any secant, suppose AB is secant, we will take any other 2 points on the circle X and Y. Now due to this secant L, circle is divided into two parts. First part is AXB and second part is AYB. These two parts are called as arc. Now there are two types of arc. First is minor arc and second is major arc. Minor arc and major arc. Here the part in which there is center lies, that part is called as major arc. Here line L is the secant and point O is at the side of arc AYB. Therefore arc AYB is major arc and the remaining part, that is arc AXB, is called as minor arc. Arc AXB is minor arc. In this way there are two arcs, major arc and minor arc. Now if the secant passes through the center of the circle, then each arc is called semicircle. Then each arc is called as semicircle. See here, we will draw a figure. It is center O, and if this secant L passes through the center, then these two parts, if PQ is the secant, points common to the secant and circle, here is point X and here is point Y, means arc PXQ and arc PYQ are semicircles. Means there are two semicircles formed if the second passes through the center. Usually 3 points are used to name the circle. Here PXQ, in this arc PYQ, or arc AXB and arc AYB. Means there is need of 3 points to name the arc. If the arc is denominated by 2 points, then it must be minor arc. Means minor arc can be named by 2 points only. Then next concept is central angle. Central angle. If the vertex of the angle is the center of the circle, then it is called as central angle. Then it is called as central angle. See here, if O is the center and AB is any minor arc, then X is any point on arc AB, then angle AOB is called central angle of arc AXB. Like second, this central angle also divides the circle into two parts. Here one part is AXB, which is minor arc, and other part is AYB, which is major arc. Measure of an arc AXB is denoted by measure of arc AXB. Then we know there are types of arc, that is minor arc, major arc, and also semicircle arc. Therefore, first measure of minor arc is equal to the measure of its central angle. Here, if we draw any minor arc like AXB, then measure of arc AXB is equal to measure of angle AOB, that is measure of minor arc is equal to measure of its central angle. Then second, measure of major arc is equal to 360 minus measure of minor arc. Here, if AYB is the minor arc, then measure of arc AYB is equal to 360 degree minus measure of arc AXB. Measure of major arc is equal to 360 minus measure of minor arc. Then measure of semicircle is 180 degree. If arc is semicircle, then its measure is 180 degree. Measure of major arc is equal to 360 minus measure of minor arc, and we know that measure of circle is 360 degree. These are points to be noted here. Then new concept is congruent arcs. As we know about congruent angles, congruent segments, similarly the concept of congruent arcs. If two arcs have equal measure and radii, then these are congruent arcs. Or we can also say two arcs of the same circle. Same arc or congruent arc means two arcs of the same circle or of congruent circles having equal measure are congruent arc. If there are two arc PQ and arc SR, and they are congruent, then we can denote it as arc PQ congruent arc RS. Then next concept is property of sum of measures of arcs. Here, if there are points P, Q, R, S and T are on the circle, then here measure of arc PQR plus measure of arc RST is equal to measure of arc PRT. Like segments, arcs can also are some of the sub arcs. Here arc PRT is equal to measure of arc PQR plus arc RST. It is the simple summation of the arcs. Now we will see a theorem. Here the statement of the theorem is the chords corresponding to congruent arcs, the chords corresponding to congruent arcs of a circle or congruent circles, same circle, or if two circles are congruent, are congruent. What is the statement? The chords corresponding to the congruent arcs of a circle are congruent. Here we will consider only one circle, not two congruent circles. See here, if there is AB as one arc and see, we will draw larger figure here. Here, if B is the center of the circle, AC is one of the chord and ABC is the corresponding arc, then DE is another arc and DQE is the corresponding arc. If we draw central angle of these two arcs, here what we have to prove? The chords corresponding to congruent arcs means arc ABC and arc DQE are given as congruent, and we have to prove that the chords corresponding to these arcs, that is chord AC congruent chord D. We will write first given statement here. First given, what is given here? In a circle with center B, arc ABC, sorry, here we will give point P here, not B. B is the center, therefore it will be take point P. Therefore arc APC congruent arc DQE. Arc APC congruent arc DQE. To prove here, what is to prove? The chords corresponding to congruent arcs, that is chord AC congruent chord DE. Chords of the congruent arcs, chords corresponding to congruent arcs are congruent. Here we will see proof. In triangle ABC and triangle DBE, here are two triangles. Seg AB congruent seg DB. What is reason? Radii of same circle. Then angle ABC congruent angle DBE. These are measures of central angles of congruent arcs. As we have given arc APC congruent arc DQE, angle ABC and angle DB are the central angles of these congruent arcs. Therefore, these angles are also congruent. Then seg BC congruent seg B, these are also radii of same circle. Therefore, triangle ABC congruent triangle DBE, reason is SAS test of congruency. Therefore, if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides are congruent. Therefore, seg AC congruent seg DE, these are corresponding sides of congruent triangle CSCT. But these segments are chords of the circle. Therefore, chord AC congruent chord DE, and it is to prove here. Therefore, in this lecture we have seen the concept of arc, types of arcs, central angle of arc, measures of arcs, property of some of the measures of arcs, and we have also seen the theorem here that the chords corresponding to congruent arcs of a circle are congruent. You have seen the proof of the theorem. In next lecture we will see its converse and also solve some examples from on these properties of arcs. Thank you.